Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99 and today we're in House Flipper. In the last episode we're here at the Samarta Meyers House and we were adding a children's playground over here. So it's nice and colourful and it gives the kids lots of things to do. And the adults can be lounging away in the hammock, or I thought what we would do back here is add a patio area, maybe a barbecue, some furniture for the adults to lounge around in. So I think the first thing to do is probably to decide what sort of furniture we're going to want to use so that we can decide what type of patio we're going to do. Now, do we do wood? Do we do stone? Do we match the colour to the furniture and things that we're going to be using? So I was thinking, let's take a look at the furniture that we've actually got and decide what sort of thing we like the best. Oh, now what is this? Do you know, I kind of like the look of that. We could put something like this quite close to where the kids are, can't we, too? Let's take a look at this. So the cover, oh yes, so it looks like a sun cover that you can maybe drop down. Something like that to overlook the kids might be quite good. It's got some strange patterns for the cover. Shame there aren't some more sort of flowery things that are not quite as busy, like big prints, more like big prints like this, but maybe flowers or garden-y type, like bamboo and stuff that would kind of fit more with the garden. What do you think? Stuff like this could be quite interesting for a garden, couldn't it? I'm just not sure, to be honest. Maybe I'm overthinking a little. Maybe. That's too bright. That feels a bit dark, doesn't it? I'm definitely overthinking this far too much, aren't I? Let's have a look what that actually looks like in real life. Let me rotate. Not sure what to think of it, to be honest. It's an interesting concept and I think it could have its uses. Do you know, I'm so tempted to stick it right in front of the like fence to kind of hide that a bit, but I just don't think that that's suitable for what we're trying to think of. Anyway, right, let's have a look at the patio. I was looking at the furniture, wasn't I, to decide what sort of colours we can use. So let's have a look what sort of colours we've got. So we've got all these flowery. See, now the flowers like that as a small bench thing, that looks much nicer, doesn't it? I would have liked colours, you know, like blues and reds and pinks and things. Kind of like the brown coffee with this stripe. Okay, let's think about this. So what I now need to do is take a look at the different types of surface. So we've got lots of different types of stone. Is there not an actual, like, decking? There's got to be a decking, hasn't there? Sport surfaces, stepping stones, so don't aggregate. Is there really not an actual wooden floor? There's got to be a wooden floor, surely. Is there not decking? Ah, the decking has got dark. Ah, so the decking has kind of got grey in the standard print thing, so it doesn't look like wood. Ah, Oh, that's interesting. That's why I didn't notice it, you see. Oh, it hasn't got a light colour. Oh, that's a shame. See, the oak looks very dark, doesn't it? Oh, they've not got one of the lighter colours. Oh, that's a shame. I would have really liked one of the lighter colours. Yes, I would have liked one of the lighter colours, I think. Right, I think this is the lightest that we can make it, isn't it? Unless we go completely grey. And I don't really want grey. I was kind of thinking like a proper wooden floor. So maybe we'll go for one of the other types of surfaces, maybe the concretes or something. And let's see what other colours we can get. Odd symmetry, or maybe that might be too busy. But we can get it in colour, look. We can get it in dark blue. That's very dark though, isn't it? Again, it's all very, very dark colours. I would have liked some paler colours. I mean, in the garden you can always blast wash things to make it look more... Yeah, see, that's just too dark. Right, what does this symphony slab... That does have a few slightly lighter colours, you see. Ooh. Kind of like the sort of semi-pinky colour. I quite like that one. Let's see what this looks like, shall we? Right, so where do we start? Do we start in line with the deck here? I think we do. Now, I really wish we could just cover a big area like we do with tiles indoors, so that it all fits very neatly together. I would have really, really liked that ability. If the developers are listening, I'd love that ability to just be able to blanket cover an area, just like you do tiles on the inside. Oop. Lining them up, it's quite awkward. Would that be good? That would be good. And then maybe if we try and go like 3 wide. This is quite boring to watch someone try and do this, but you probably enjoy laughing at me trying to line things up quickly. I'm sure it would be a lot neater if you take a little bit longer. But because I'm recording it, I don't want to like skip, so you can see how it can be a little bit difficult to get things lined up. But I also don't want to take too long to do the job, because I don't want you to get bored. And as you can see, I'm using different colours and things that we haven't tried playing with before, so that we can get a good feel for everything that's in this expansion pack, and just see what we can get. And then if I make some good ideas, you can incorporate them into your own build, and if I make some stupid mistakes, hopefully that will help you to avoid... Oh, they're not lined up. Something there isn't lined up properly. Right, where does the problem start with the line up there? Right, so these two last blocks, I think, are the ones that need to be moved a bit. If I just move these two, is that better? Beautiful. Right, so one more row, I think. So let's try and get the first one lined up properly, and then if we do that, hopefully, back forward, in we go, kitty, come on, little bit, ooh, let's get it in the right place, that's it, come on. Let's add this one more row and see how that looks, space-wise, and then we can decide if we've done enough, or if we need to do more. I'm also wondering if alternate blocks in different colours or different patterns might look better. Alright, what do you think of that, guys? Is that enough, or do we need more? What do you think? One more, maybe? Or is that good? I think maybe one more. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's try one more. It's such a big garden, I'm not quite sure. Do you know, at the moment I'm kind of tempted to put everything, throw everything at this garden to see what we've got, but that would be just being silly. Right, kitty? That's so silly. So let's just place a little bit more and put some furniture and stuff down and then see what we've got. So there's the kids area. Look over there, hammock over there. We've still got plenty of space for garden. I think that's quite a nice sized space to work with, don't you? Right, so we want to definitely have some furniture in this area. So I was looking at these, wasn't I? The Sammy stuff. So if I go back to furniture and we type Sammy, and then let's see which items we've got. So we've got this sort of sofa, a double poof, a little poof, tables, and a double sofa. Oh right, so we've got two different sizes. And I was looking at the pale coffee, wasn't I? And then the possibly the stripy. Right, so let's go through all the flowers. I don't like that flower, it just looks weird. That's not bad, it's quite summery. When it's just the seat cushions, that blends really nicely with the colours that we've got here. I think that might be the one to go for. We'll quickly flick through them all so you can see them, but I think I'm going to go for this one. And I think what I'd like to do is rotate a little bit further. I'm tempted to put that like in this corner here like that. Alright, so let's think about the line. Where does that lie? Right, so we've got big seating area, you see, over here. And then we want the table. So we want to go for the coffee on the bottom. Let's go for the darkish legs. And the tabletop. Doesn't give us a sort of yellowy a colour that matches what we've already got, I don't think. So we'll go with that's the closest, I think, to. Right, so let's think, how close do we want that to the. Put one there. Actually, we want more than one, we want two. Let's then put the second one. Let's try and line them up a little bit. How does that look? Now, have we left enough space to walk through the middle? Oops. Let's move that a little bit closer so that we've got nice space through, and then I think we might want to rotate this a tiny bit more. Like that, and then move the table a little bit closer in. Like that. How's that? I'm quite happy with that, I think, and that leaves you space to get in and out around there, and you can also walk around the side. So we've got lots of access points still for people to get through the garden. We don't want to block any of the space for people moving. Now, I think what we also want, we're definitely going to want a barbecue, and we're definitely going to want more furniture. So if we, oh, Sammy. So, brown. I would like another like table thing here. And this time I want some space that's kind of more for the kids, perhaps. So how big is this double puff thing? So we want to go for the same colours that we had on the big sofa. And then we want to see how big this is as a actual item. Now, we could put them there, or we could put them here. I'm tempted to put one here, and then to get a couple of the single seaters, that's these, got brown coffee and the classic stripe, and we want to buy a couple of these, I think. So what we want to do is rotate it a little bit the other way, yeah, like that. So we put one here, and then we want to rotate it all the way. No, rotate, and put that there like that. I think that's probably a good idea. So we've got lots and lots of seating space, and then I'm really tempted to add a barbecue. Let's have a look at the types of barbecues that we've got, and then we can decide how much space and whether it will fit into what we've already got. So if I type BBQ, will it find me barbecue? Maybe not. Okay, let's will it be in recreation? Yeah, grills and fire pits. Oh look, you can get a pizza stove. I wasn't aware of that. I do remember using this in one of the scenario thingies. So you've got a tiny grill, and then you've got a big fancy grill. So if we had the big fancy grill at the end of the plot like that, in fact let's move it across so that you've got space to get, so then you can be cooking here and you can also stand on the blocks as well to do that. Now how does that look for space? Do you know, I'm quite pleased with that. I think that looks quite good. So what do you guys think? Would you do anything different to that, or are you happy with that? Now, can I get can we do plants in pots on the tables? Since we're in a garden, can we do plants on, can we do like the house, can we do the interior house stuff on the can we put like the plants outside? See, this is interesting, this, isn't it? Can we put like the fern or something outside? Can we put a fern on the table? We can. Oh, now that's interesting. I didn't realise we could do that. That's kind of cool, isn't it? We'd like put a couple of these on the patio. Put one there and one here. Oh, no, that's cool. I didn't realise we could do that. Oh, very nice. That's a nice thing to know about, isn't it, guys? I think that's really cool. I like that idea, I really do. Right, so could we put like a decoration of some sort? Could put vases and pictures, paintings, plants. No, I don't. Where are the where would the there are like some little what ornaments do we have? Accessories. It's not exactly what I was thinking of. What was it I was thinking of? Maybe something like the romantic roses. If we did them in like a white pot, we could do them in a beige coffee pot, couldn't we? Kind of gone for pink, haven't we? We could put... Oh, look at that. I kind of like this idea. I kind of like this. There was like a light thing, wasn't there? Like an ornamental light in one of the occasional things, I think. Now, what did they call it? It's like a tea light thing, wasn't it? What did they call that? Oh, witch lanterns, right? So they're the Halloweeny ones. They're little lanterns. Castle might work. What do you think? I'm really intrigued now by the fact that we can do stuff like this. So I think that is our patio area completed for the Samarta Meyers House, and I'm really enjoying playing around with all of these new pieces that we've got for the gardens and being able to build different things into the gardens, and I hope that you're enjoying watching me play along, and I hope that this is giving you some ideas, or maybe giving you some inspiration for the builds and things that you want to do for yourself. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy gaming!